This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, a lawmaker is teaming up with a group of local volunteers and some others to help the homeless in our area. Hi everyone, this is FYI and I'm Ken Carr. I hope your new week is off to a great start. Let's start our newscast with headlines from FYI News 13 and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. A local lawmaker has reintroduced legislation that would encourage Pennsylvanians to buy products made here in the Keystone State. State Representative Neil Goodman reintroduced House Bill 180, which would establish a Made in PA program. Goodman is convinced that the program can boost sales of Pennsylvania-made products and help the economy. The bill has 87 co-sponsors. Local fire companies battled fire and ice early this morning in Freeland. Crews responded to PGA Industries in the former Garland building along Route 940 just after 7 a.m. Smoke was visible from the roof. Crews shut off the natural gas to a rooftop heating and air conditioning unit and had the fire out within minutes. An office below the unit suffered water damage, but the fire did not extend into the building. Freezing rain forced firefighters to work in extremely icy conditions, and a PennDOT salt and cinder truck was on the scene. No one was injured, and the plastic recycling business was able to remain open for business. Butler Township Police charged 2 men after a gun was found on a school property at the Keystone Job Corps Center in Drums. Police say that a staff member was monitoring students at a dormitory when 2 students were observed acting suspiciously while exchanging a backpack. The staff member approached them and subsequently found a .357 revolver in the backpack. The gun was determined to be stolen. 22-year-old Chelsea J. Thomas of District Heights, Maryland was charged with receiving stolen property and firearms not to be carried without a license. A 16-year-old juvenile from Pittsburgh was charged in Luzerne County Juvenile Court. FYI recently told you about a new program launched to help the homeless in the Hazleton area. State Representative Tara Toohill has organized what's being called Homeless Outreach in Hazleton. Our Lisa Sugar talked with one Hazleton couple involved with the initiative and looking to make a difference.
As FYI has reported, a brand new effort is underway in the city of Hazleton, a homeless outreach project. And 2 of the people that have gotten involved with this organization are the Buddies, Ville-Marie and Craig Buddy, who have also started their own organization known as the Greater Hazleton Revitalization Association. Ville-Marie, I'm going to start with you. What made you get involved in this, or what triggered your interest in getting involved in helping people?
Lisa, I saw the article in the newspaper about the homeless man who was a resident of Hazleton and died in Philly, and it brought upon me a concern. So I reached out to Tara, and I told Tara in an email that I was concerned and that I would like to see how we can do something about it. And she answered me back, and we started, working on it.
Now, there is an effort where items are going to be distributed, hopefully on a regular basis, to those who are in need. You're looking for various items that can be donated to help out the homeless. So, Craig, I guess tell us what kind of items you're looking for.
Well, we're looking for things like gloves, hats, possibly blankets, like canned food, but they don't. Of course, they don't have can open. So you want some of those like easy open pop-up things. Give them a meal, things like that. That they'll be able to use out there. I know it's rough out there, especially the last few weeks. The weather, and you see a lot of them. They're just like, some of them look so cold.
Were you surprised to find out that we have homeless people right here in Hazleton?
No. I knew for a while we did, and it's not just Hazleton. Everybody thinks it's just Hazleton has these problems. It's everywhere in this country you have homeless people, okay? It's not because they're drug addicts or they're alcoholics. Some of them because they lost the home in a fire, no family, nobody to help. You also have those that, we know that the economy is not the greatest. They're losing jobs left and right. People are working paycheck to paycheck, living paycheck to paycheck, I should say. So they lose their jobs. Landlords don't care. Pay me, not goodbye. So where are they going to go if they have no place to go? They got to stay in the street or in their vehicle until they even lose that.
Well, I know a lot of organizations are also getting involved with this effort. So, Ville-Marie, there are groups that have said they want to help as well.
They are. There's Catholic Social Services. There's the City of Hazleton. There's Faith Assembly of God Church, Greater Hazleton Revitalization Association, as you mentioned, Lisa. And we have the Hazleton Housing Authority. We have Pathstone Corporation and United Ways of Greater Hazleton. They've all come together with us, and they're supporting us. They're working along with us as well as many in the community. And we're reaching out to the community, and we're asking the community to get involved. This is something very important, not just to me, but to everybody else, to Tara especially. I want to also take the time to thank Tara for actually, stepping up and getting this task force together.
Well, it's a wonderful initiative to help out those in need. If somebody wants to volunteer and help in any way, who do they contact?
They can contact myself, Ville-Marie Buddy. My number is 570-579-3146, or you can contact Tara Tuhill's office as well and speak to her coordinator there.
All righty. So a wonderful new effort underway. It is the Homeless Outreach Project, coordinated by State Representative Tara Tuhill. The Buddies extremely involved in that project as well. They're looking for you to make donations to the project or volunteer your time to help. And if you want to get involved, you can call the representative's office or Ville-Marie for more information. We hope that we can help out everyone in need in the Hazleton area.
Thank you, Lisa, for that interview. Let's move on FYI. Well, if you love Girl Scout cookies, and who doesn't, then this next story is for you. The tasty treats are now available online. For the first time ever, Girl Scouts of Eastern Pennsylvania have launched the new digital cookie platform. The concept introduces girls to 21st century lessons about online marketing, application use, and e-commerce. Some 1,000 Girl Scouts in the heart of Pennsylvania Council are now creating their own websites and sending links to family and friends. For more information, visit gsep.org, and if you can, just order me like 10 things of Thin Mints. Before we break, remember, standardspeaker.com is where you should go if you're looking for breaking news, and make sure you always pick up the Hazleton Standard Speaker for local news, sports, and much more. Chicago Cubs manager and Hazleton native Joe Madden is grabbing headlines again, and our Ron Marchetti will tell us all about it in his Trivia Treat segment. And up next, Janine continues her preview of the 2015 Miss Greater Hazleton Scholarship Program.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Welcome back to FYI. Do you sit at a computer all day, or do you text a lot? I know I am a victim of that, and we sometimes have poor posture from all this electronic devices, all the electronic devices that we use. And we're here at Core Fitness in Hazleton with Christy, and we are talking about posture today, right?
Right. Posture comes from your center, your core, all the way from your hips, all the way up here. We've discussed that. And just pulling your shoulders back, and it's almost a proud stance. So in all of today's technology and longer commutes that we have, we see that people are kind of hunching over. So that comes from a couple different things. It's looking at all of those devices, but what you're actually doing is you're stretching the muscles in your back. Okay. So we have opposing muscle groups, and we want to pull those back and strengthen those and bring them back to their original length. So one great exercise that we can do, and you can do this up to 3 times a day, anywhere that you can find a wall, okay, and you will feel really good about it. You want to put your elbows up. This is called a wall slide. Now Janine has a shoulder injury, so this arm is going to be a little bit different than the other, but we'd like her to keep her hands flat against the wall and then slide them up on a big inhale.
I'm not getting arrested right now, right?
And then keep your core tight, keep your navel pulled in, and then you're going to draw your elbows back down towards your center.
It feels so good.
Okay, so now you're stretching back through. What you're essentially doing in that hunched position is you're tightening through the chest, and you're stretching the muscles of your back. So now we're doing the opposing. Okay. We're stretching through the chest, and we're strengthening the back muscles again. So you want to do this about 10 times. You want to hold it at the top, and you want to reach your fingers up towards the ceiling, and then exhale and pull it back down, belly button tight.
And again, who doesn't have a wall? They could do this at home, in the morning, at night.
Yeah, definitely.
Should you do this before you work out, your stretches like this, or Is this something you do?
You can do this pretty much any time of the day, and especially if you work in an office, you really can. I would recommend getting up from your desk and moving at least once an hour.
If you could take a cigarette break, you could take
you can
a
take a
stretching
cigarette
break.
break. You can take a stretch break. So definitely get up, just walk, stretch yourself a little bit, pull your shoulders back, and check your posture. Look in the mirror, and you'll see whether you're here or there.
All right,
and
maybe I'll grow an inch
another
by
tip
doing
that
that.
I say for posture is I like to play these little games with myself when I'm at traffic lights. And so if I'm sitting at a red light, what I will do is I'll pull my abs in and I'll lift my chest up and then wait for the light to turn green and then go on.
There you
So
go.
it's a little game.
Little game.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
This snow pile is the size of me. I'm 5'5", so that's below average according to Wikipedia for an adult male, but I think above average for a snow pile, and that's the Can Do building in Hazleton in the distance. Here's tonight's weather forecast from the National Weather Service. Let's see if we're going to add to that pile. We have a winter weather advisory for our area in effect until 1 a.m. on Tuesday. So tonight, there is a chance of snow showers and freezing drizzle before 10 p.m., and then snow showers are likely between 10 p.m. and 1 a.m., and then there's a chance of snow showers and freezing drizzle once again after 1 a.m. Our low will be 19 degrees. Little or no ice accumulation is expected. New snow accumulation of less than a ½ inch is possible tonight. On Tuesday, on the extended forecast, a chance of snow showers and freezing drizzle before 7 a.m. and then it'll just be a chance of flurries and freezing drizzle between 7 and 10 a.m. Our high will be 29 degrees. Tuesday night will get down to 11 degrees. Wednesday, partly sunny with a high of 27. Wednesday night, a chance of snow, low around 21. On Thursday, a chance of snow showers, high of 27. Starts to get cold Thursday night, -1. The high on Friday, it'll be mostly sunny, but the high is 10 degrees. And Friday night, -5 is the low. Weather on FYI is brought to you by the Ramada on Church Street in Hazleton. Monthly rooms available with free Wi-Fi and a continental breakfast. Banquet space is available for any type of gathering, including weddings, meetings, reunions, Sweet 16 parties, and more. You can call the Ramada at 570-455-2061.
Every week we're talking about the Miss Greater Hazleton Scholarship Program. We're coming up on our second annual event. And it's an opportunity for young women in Greater Hazleton to actually earn scholarship money for college. Leanne Fellabell is not only part of the Chamber of Commerce here in Greater Hazleton, but she's on our board. And thank you for coming on to share some information about the marketing campaign we have going on to support this event.
Yes, I'm very excited to be part of it. And last year, our local business community came out in a huge way to support the event. So we're looking for their support again this year for our second annual event. We have plenty of sponsorship opportunities available, anything from platinum, gold, bronze, silver, crystal, anything that they can really help out with in any way. We even have some opportunities for in-kind.
Okay. Why is this important?
It's an excellent event. The ladies, last year the program was just outstanding. The women that participated in it, the young ladies that participated in it can really use the support. And, it's just a great program, and we're very, very happy to put it on for a second year.
Yeah, so the 4 titles that we gave out were actually to young women who are going on. Some are getting their doctorate, and some are looking to be attorneys. So these are girls, young women who have worked their way up the educational ladder to really make a difference in the world, not only through schooling, but also through their community service act.
Yes, and like I said, we're extremely happy to support these ladies. They're going to be going on, making a difference in the community, hopefully staying here in Greater Hazleton and giving back to the community, which a lot of them I see already are now. So again, the businesses that are out there, any type of support that they could provide to us, we do have a sponsorship form available. We can easily provide that to you with the different levels that are available. It's on our Facebook page, on our website, and please just reach out to any one of our committee members, and we would love to have you be part of it.
Certainly, any businesses out there, I know sometimes you're bombarded with, we need donations for this and that. This is scholarship-based. We brought it to Greater Hazleton last year, and certainly our board wants to keep it here for many years to come. Representative Tara Toohill, she was the only representative in the state who really didn't have a program like this. We brought it back for her last year, and we certainly want to keep this alive in Greater Hazelton. So if you want to be involved, you can. You could also partake in coming that night. It's really a great performance. We have much more in FYI every week right here on News 13.
And before we go to break, here's your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers on our green screen. Pick 2, 75, pick 3, 929, pick 4, 6736, and pick 5, 66166, 929, like you're calling Tamaqua or Calares. All right, sports is next, including Ron Marchetti and Trivia Treats. We'll be right back.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Several local swimmers got a workout over the weekend, and I'm not talking about their performance in the pool. I'm talking about them climbing medal stands. Here's who took home gold at the District 11 swimming meet. Tamaqua's Rebecca Kastaneski. She won the 200 IM. Monoy area's Van Horn got silver in this event. Kaneski also got gold in the 100 breaststroke. The Lady Raiders' Danielle DeCindio won the 100 butterfly and the 50 butterfly. And Marion's Catherine Kaczynski took gold in the 100 backstroke and the 100 freestyle. And her teammate, Angelina Krupko, won the 50 backstroke. At the boys' meet, Marion's Timmy Dandu won the 200 freestyle and the 500 freestyle. That's a long one. Tamaqua's Ben Turano also was number 1 in the 100 butterfly. The Marion girls basketball team beat Shenandoah Valley over the weekend in a tiebreaker game for the Schuylkill League Division III crown. The Phillies earned a berth in the Schuylkill League playoffs. They'll play Division I champ North Schuylkill on Tuesday night at Martz Hall in Pottsville. The Tamaqua boys, they beat Blue Mountain on Friday, so they get a wild card berth in the Schuylkill League playoffs. They play at Martz Hall on Wednesday against Minersville. Pottsville, they'll play Monoy area in the other semifinal. In the Wyoming Valley Conference, Hazelton area and Crestwood have 2 more games on the schedule. If they both win out, they'll meet up in a playoff for the Wyoming Valley Conference Division I championship. On the girls' side, the Hazelton area girls have 2 home games this week. Tonight, their matchup against Coughlin, that's been moved to tomorrow at 7:15 p.m. On Wednesday, they host Berwick. Pittston area, who's right behind them, they're a game back in the standings. They'll play at Dallas, and then they host Coughlin. Berwick is the team that beat Pittston area before the Lady Cougars beat the Lady Patriots to take over first place. The Penguins, they lost on the road at Hershey on Saturday night in overtime, and then on Sunday in Bridgeport, they got a 3-1 victory. The Pens still sit in second place in their division. The NEPA Race Car Show is going on right now at the Laurel Mall. It runs until Sunday. Stop by. You'll probably run into a driver or 2 near their cars that are on display at the mall. The mall is open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. from Monday to Saturday and from noon until 5 p.m. on Sunday. Now, this Friday is the Racers Night Out at Lobet's Catering Hall in Hazel Township. You can enjoy food and some great stories from the drivers for just $10, and that charge is at the door. So Ron Marchetti dropped off Sports Illustrated today so I could read a huge article inside on Hazelton's own Joe Madden. Third base luncheonette, and Hazelton is mentioned right off the bat in the 4th paragraph. Here to talk all about the Cubs manager is Ron Marchetti with this week's Trivia Treats.
Who thinks a miracle will happen on the north side of Chicago to win the longest living held in professional sports as soon as this year? Hi, everybody. Welcome to Trivia Treats and happy birthday to my brother Bob. How about this trivia question? When was the last time a full feature story in Sports Illustrated centered on a Hazelton native? Answer: never. Until this current issue, Welcome to Joe Madden's Chicago by Tom Verducci. It's an exciting thought that is full of hope. The Chicago Cubs have not won a World Series since 1908. 107 years ago, mother of God, Teddy Roosevelt was the President of the United States. Babe Ruth was 13 years old, Lou Gehrig was 5. It was 11 years before Jackie Robinson was born, and 15 years before Yankee Stadium was even built. Satchel Paige was 2, and blueprints for the largest ship to ever be built at that time were unveiled for the first time, the Titanic, 4 years before it sank. There's no doubt that the Nationals and Dodgers are odds-on favorites to appear in the next annual Classic, and one of them to win the World Series. But now, after a century of frustration, the Chicago Cubs are at least in the conversation. Why not? They now have one of the best, if not the best, managers in baseball, a squad of great promising prospects, along with a brand new pitching ace by the name of John Lester. The abundance of youth makes 2016 liftoff more likely for the Cubbies. But if a youngster or two develop quickly into an impact player and if Theo Epstein trades from his cliche of young position players to acquire a young pitcher who can produce now, the talk of playoffs this year may not be so far-fetched. In Chicago, everybody wants to see the Cubbies win because of the moms and dads or grandpas and grandpas who are still waiting. In Hazleton, everybody wants them to win because of Joe Madden, of course. And in most of the USA, people just pull for the Cubs because they haven't even been in a World Series since 1945. That's 68 years ago, when most doctors were smoking Camels than any other cigarette, and when Army was the very best college football team in the nation. Maybe we shouldn't feel that sorry for the Cubs. They have been in 8 World Series since 1908, 1917, 18 and 19, 1929, 1932, 1935, 1938, and 1945. But they lost every one of them. However, all of a sudden, there's plenty of hope, optimism, and excitement galore in the Windy City because of this stir that we hope will mix a contender into a winner. Good luck, Joe Madden. Till Friday, be a good sport. Stay loose.
Mondays can be rough, but you can end them on a high note. Seafood night at Bottlenecks. Choose from crab, clam, shrimp, and lobster specials, such as their little neck clams in garlic butter, only $1.95 a dozen, or handmade crab cake platter for only $8.95.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. First tonight, happy birthday to Jean Bellatier. Love from your husband, Greg. Next announcement, the MPB community players are once again teaming up with the Hazleton Integration Project to present their second annual children's play. This year's production will be the musical Coconut Island. Auditions will be held February 10th at 11 on the Community Center starting at 7 p.m. Any student grades 3 through 8 are welcome to participate. More information, just call 570-454-3305. And finally, the Jim Thorpe Tourism Agency is hosting the 21st Annual Winterfest President's Day weekend on February 14th and 15th. A mix of train rides, family activities, and much more will be available. For info, just call 570-325-5810 or check out jimthorpe.org. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Elizabeth Rossi of Hazleton. Funeral is Thursday at 9 a.m. from the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. Friends may call Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Helen Zeller, formerly of Harley. Funeral is Wednesday at 10 a.m. in the Queen of Heaven Parish. Friends may call Wednesday at the church from 9 to 10 a.m. Arrangements are by the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Gerald J. Gottstein of Nuremberg. Arrangements will be announced by the Harmon Funeral Home. And Louis N. Pajovich, formerly of West Hazleton. Arrangements will be announced by the Hazel Chapel of the Cropton Hughes Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Mary Zambati of Drums. Mary, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Tom Verducci's article on Joe Madden, definitely worth a read. Didn't know this. Madden is the zag to the world zig. He proposed to his wife at 1:30 a.m. in the parking lot of a liquor store. Lots of interesting information here on Joe Madden, Hazleton's Own. More information for you tomorrow. Local news and more on FYI. Take it easy, everyone.